Hello, welcome to the stream. Let me adjust this a bit. So today is gonna be more of like a different stream. Usually I know I just paint like flowers or frogs and such. Today I am going to be doing sort of some character art for a D&D campaign. So I'm doing a friend's Triton character. I'm still sketching it out, so we're probably gonna get to just like sketching. Hopefully want to get as far as painting it, but we'll see. Hope if I can just get the sketch done, will be grand. I need to see, where did I put my eraser thingy? Oh, it's probably the drawing box. I must do just a little bit of a mess, so it's just like, where did I put that one tool? Should have had it out before I started stream, but here we are. Where did I put it? I don't need it yet. I just need to do the sketching so far. Yes. So let me see if I can get it brighter for you guys. It's a bit dim, I'm noticing on the stream. Where did I put the light switch? I have so many wires, it's hard to see. There we are. Okay. There. Hopefully. Good. Okay. Might need to adjust this camera so you can see. Hey Jello Sketch, welcome. I might need to adjust this camera a bit, so because I might be standing up because sitting while your sketchbook is flat on the table can lead to like a distortion drift. Before stream I was like working on my sketchbook and I had it like tilted at an angle, but that's not good for you guys. You can't see what's going on, so we'll probably be standing just a bit. So huzzah. Yeah, I have rough sketch I'm doing. I'm transferring this drawing more or less to this bigger sketchbook, make it a bit bigger. Gonna use watercolor eventually, hopefully when I finish the sketch, so gonna be using Core. They're really good. One of my favorite. They're so vibrant, it's almost problematic. And I'm like, oh, I'll just mix these two colors to get like a muddled mud color. No, they're gonna be just as vibrant if you mix like 10 colors as two. Whereas most student types of watercolors, you mix like 2 colors just the wrong way. It's mud. It's mud. Turn to mud. Where did I put my pencil? Alright. Let's see if I can adjust these. So you can still see my lovely face with my kind of mid webcam. Alright. Very, very bad artist posture, am I right? It's very bad. Always hunched over one's art. Ah, goodness, it's gonna be doing that autofocus. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Hopefully not. So, yeah. And then I have like in front of me the sketchbook sort of propped up so I can look at it. Shrimp life, exactly. We're just all gonna be like hunched when we're old, and it's a problem. I keep seeing ads for like these weird like, they're not corsets, they're not binders, there's these weird like, they're not training bras, they're like these weird training harnesses that you put on and it's like, it makes your posture suddenly good. I don't know how much like it's true or just like, you know, those gym life people who like, I need to fix my posture, wow. Also, this will probably be a bit of an anatomy test because I usually draw my characters with clothes on. And this guy doesn't have a shirt, so it's like, yay. Yeah, I know. So, I have heard that wearing corsets can help with your posture, and the few times I've worn corsets with just like at a rent fair or something, I kind of believe it. Like, checks out. Where was I drawing? Where was I? I don't even remember where I was drawing. Probably his hair. Oh, I think I was drawing the Triton. Okay. Yeah. Very much just, Triton's got no reference, just vibes, going off vibes alone. Just very loose with the line work. So, very organic shape. Yay. Okay, where was I? Proportions, I think. probably should have done some anatomy studies before this, but you know what? Fuck it, we ball. We're just gonna guess, I think. And hopefully I can just, you know, use paint to, like, make it look good. Should have pulled up some references on Pinterest, but no. No, I didn't. I don't need references. What? Not at all. I don't want to give him too much apps, because, I don't know, I find that boring. Stop it. My references are acting up again. Okay, stop. Okay. Just sketch. Alright, you know, I'm probably gonna be overworking this section, so, like, we're just gonna look up a reference real quick. Pinterest is a godsend, to be honest, in terms of references. It's like one of the few places that I've yet to be, like, infiltrated by stupid I suppose there's NFTs, but, like, the stupid AI nonsense. You know what I'm talking about. You look up, like, an image, like, oh, I want to look up some other art of, like, some horse art, or, like, cute girl with the solar system for a hairstyle, and then it's all AI art. Like, even on TikTok, I've been watching, like, oh, cool, there's some cool, like, D&D ideas, where they'll, like, have a one-shot, or, like, some class ideas, and then they'll have some interesting art of, like, a druid or something, or like, a rogue. And I just, at this point, it's not even... Like, I just look at the art, and I get a vibe, and I'm like, that's AI art. I don't know how I just know. And, like, usually with AI art, you gotta, like, you can tell because, like, the eyes are weird, or the hand is, like, all, messed up, because, you know, AI, they learned from the humans, and us humans, we can't do hands either. But now, we have to be able to do hands, because if we don't, we'll be mistaken for AI artists, and I will not have that. If there was a motivator that was good enough for me to motivate me to do that, that would be it. Where was I going? Tangents with me. Always the tangents. Right, I was looking up references. Why are none of them straight on? So annoying. Good enough. This is fun. So much. I should have done this before the stream, but no. No, I did it like, I was like, oh, we're gonna stream at 1 yesterday. No reason why. No prep. And then had things to do, and then it's 1. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta stream. Frick. Frick. No. That's good enough, I think. Sure. Right, no, I was talking about on TikTok, if I see a video, then I just to get a vibe. I don't even, like, if you look at art real close, you can tell, like, oh, there, the hand doesn't line up, there's this line that's doing weird thing, this wire's going into nowhere for AI art, but, like, sometimes as an artist, you just look at an art piece, you get a vibe. And then I go to the user's site, or I ask them, hey, who did you commission? Which program did you use to illustrate this? And they're like, oh, I used Midjourney. And I'm like, I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I didn't even tag it properly. But no. So, how did I know? How did I know? I just knew. Okay, now I really need that, like, eraser that I have. Frick, where did I put it? Y'all can hear me, right? Cool. Dang it. Dang it, where did I put that one tool? I use it all the time, too. Like, oh, there it is. It's staring me at the face. It's this thing. You know, I'll just show the screen. It's this thing. I live and die by this thing. Dry cleaning pad. I got it when I was in school for industrial design, for drafting, because sometimes you draft your lines too deep, too hard, too dark. You're drawing and you're pressing down too dark, too hard. You're pressing down too hard, and then your lines get super dark, and then you lose all the detail. And you're like, oh gosh, if I erase it, then I erase everything. Gotta start over. This little fucker. this thing, it's like filled with eraser shavings, and you just hit the page and all these little eraser crumbles fall out, and then you just erase it and it lightens, and it's a godsend and fucking amazing and the best. And I don't draft anymore, but I use it for my drawings all the goddamn time, and it's great. So it like lightens the drawing, as you can see, it's disappearing. I don't want to lighten it too much, like where I usually prefer making it super light before a watercolor drawing, but if it's too light, then the camera can't pick it up, and then you guys, my beautiful viewers, cannot see the art. Little drafting brush because I'm fancy. No, I still have it from when I did industrial design. I have all my drafting tools still. Yay! I need to find my drafting textbook. Those are really useful. If you're in art school and your college has like an industrial design program, I highly recommend taking a few classes because it will improve your sketching like a bazillion times. You'll sketch faster, you'll sketch better, you'll understand form amazing. It's great. Nice. I'll keep that tool in mind. And the hog hair brush is also good for blurring graphite. That's true. True. The hog hair is great for blending. I know a lot of people like the little tortillons or the little paper, things. They're like a rolled up bit of paper and they smudge with that. Some people like using like a makeup sponge, I've seen. I don't like sponging. I don't like charcoal and I don't like graphite. I don't like smudging. Unless I'm like purposely doing like a charcoal study, which I haven't done because I get it all on my hands. It gets all over my hands, and then I do this, and then it gets in my eyes, and then I cry. It's like the onions of art for me. It's like you can cook really good with onions, but chopping onions makes you cry. Charcoal, my guy. That's charcoal for me. Okay. I need to flip this image. Trick to when you need to flip an image on your phone, but you don't feel like, you know, screenshotting and flipping it manually, is you can always put it in a mirror, and then the mirror will mirror the image as by design, hence the name. It's an old traditional technique because I am not the most, as a dust on my mirror, not the most tech savvy artist, and oftentimes I work harder, not smarter, or I work smarter in the old ways. It's like, oh, I need to flip an image. Let me grab a mirror instead of just flipping the image in my phone. Or you can like take it, you know, enlarge something in Photoshop and then print it out if you need like to trace something bigger. There's like a whole machine that you like I'm here like, oh, let me just put it in a projector, project it, and then zoom on the projector the image. It's like old tools like that, so. Been smarter, not harder, in the different ways. Okay. So I should probably focus more on the pants, but I want to make sure this looks at least somewhat legible. Maybe. Should have done this before the stream, but now. Not me ever making anything easy on myself. To be fair, it just needs to be like basic colors. Doesn't need to be like a masterpiece. Just enough to get like the color ideas down, because I have that character sketch that I can give to like people like, hey, can you, I don't know, like if I want to commission somebody to make art of this character, or if my friend, because I'm doing this for a friend who cannot draw, making their little character, so, and then they can commission people to do the art of this character, because they'll have reference. But also I need to practice more doing that, so. What is this anatomy frick? It's because the picture I chose, it's the wrong orientation, but I don't like any of the pictures. Gotta just use it as a vague reference. Just gotta remember where his ribs are, like here. I swear, one of these days I need to like be nice to invest in There are these like really good figurines, like mannequins, that they make in Japan that are like got all the muscles and stuff, and you can pose them. Not like the wooden mannequins we in the States have that are like kind of really mid, to be honest. That like I would get better reference from posing myself, but you know how it goes. So one of these days I need to just invest in one of those. But until then, I don't like how this is coming out. I need to do more anatomy studies. I don't do enough anatomy studies of people. It's like, bro, what? Why do they have to have no shirt? Barbarians, am I right? Ugh, I don't like where this is going. I need to find a better reference. I need to get a better reference. Anatomy. These are all too dumb. I just need a normal figure. I don't need Arnold Schwarzenegger, I swear to God. Stop giving me, you know, it's either like the reference, they're to the side, or bloody Arnold Schwarzenegger. I just need a normal human physique. Humanoid. But no. No, it's gotta be unrealistic. That one's good enough. Okay. And it's the right orientation, so I can put the mirror away. Yay. Oh god, yeah, this is... Oh, like, yeah, like the gray ones? Which gray ones? What's gray? Explain, Sid. Explain, Jello. Explain, Jello. Explain. I don't understand. What gray ones? I don't understand. Makes no sense. I don't. Anatomy. I do need to go to more figure drawing classes. I know where they are now. I've had several people being like, "Oh, I go to this anatomy thing. You should do that too." Okay, I want to save this in the correct pin. Yes, so I have it. Because why are humans so hard to draw? I'm great at drawing things like horses and creatures, like animals and things, but the moment it's people, oh god help me, I don't know what I'm doing. So the lighting's all wrong, but you know what, it's fine. It's fine. This is gonna look whack, but it's fine. It's just to get the general gist of it out, yeah? This is a knockoff of Amazon, but same thing. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, the gray ones. You're absolutely right. Yes, ooh, I'll have to look into that. Ooh, let me see if I can't. Can I just copy this? You just look. Let me look. Let me look. On Firefox. Yeah, basically those guys. Those are a lot better than... Oh, dang, they're that cheap? Damn. The ones I were looking at from, like, Japan are, like, an insane amount. Like, maybe not insane. I don't know what's reasonable for those things. They're, like, in the hundreds, though. $16. Not bad. Not bad at all. Why am I sitting? I need to... This is... It might just be a sketching stream, chat. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, no, I do need to get those. Those could be incredibly helpful for, sketches. Harem. At least I can hide the legs with harem pants. Thank God. I can do that. But then it's a problem of fabric. True, the Japanese ones are a little nicer, though, but that's just an opinion. Yeah. I've had some artists who will make do with anything. Like, one artist is legit like, if you can't afford the Japanese figurines, just, they literally used like a Voldemort figurine that came with like a cloth like robe, and then the figurine itself was plastic, because it's just the features and there's like no hair to worry about. And I was like, that might not be a bad idea then. But I don't know either. We will see. Now we can do clothing. Yay! Which is usually just me bullshitting. That's the secret of art, kids. You're just bullshitting. You're just winging it. It's like a mix of reference and prayer. You wing it. Like artist statement, half those are just bullshitting. Like, oh yeah, like the symbolism of a piece, the emotions, it doesn't mean anything, bro, half the time. Some people put a lot of thought and effort into their artist statements and to like what their work means. But a lot of artists that matter just like whatever the rich people want to buy it, man. Whatever sells a piece. Doesn't mean anything, doesn't have to mean anything. Like, does not matter at all. Just like, okay, that works. If it works, it works. So I wish I had done some more reference with like he's got like little like seashells. Oh dang, that's impressive though. What's impressive though? I'm sorry, I ramble and then I see the chat and like, which part of the ramble are you responding to? I don't remember. I don't know. Thank you. The doll thing. Oh yeah, with the Voldemort. Yeah, that is impressive. Yeah, some people will just improvise. Some people just make their own, like, frick it. Some artists are like, nah, dolls are dumb. You are the mannequin. You are the living mannequin. You and your friends. If you don't have friends, make friends. It's just which is true. I've often been like, oh god, I need like a really dynamic pose. So I'll pose myself and then have like my phone timer, like do the countdown and like run over, get in a pose, do the thing. Another thing some artists have recommended so that you avoid that shenaniganery of just running, getting the exact pose, being like, did I get the exact pose? Did I get it right? Is just film it. Film in action. And then as you're going back through the video, you can pause it and it'll like pause on like this followed like a certain action. And it'll be a lot more fluid, less like stiff, which I sometimes do as well. Do that too if I need to animate something. Like, God, how does this character move? I'll just do the movement myself and then like pause every so often. Because I didn't go to school for animation, so I barely know anything. It's all guesswork and YouTube videos for me. I've only recently found out about like, I forget what it's called. In animation, you'll have like where your foot's on the ground and the other foot's not, and then when it lifts off and it transitions past like the leg. There's like specific words that I've never heard that I've least recently learned, and probably forgot because I forget everything. Hope it's okay if this is torn and kind of folded. Yeah, should be fine. Should be fine. Just baggy. Baggy is yep. Baggy and folds. and references. References are going to be a godsend if you ever want to improve. Just draw everything. Sometimes I'll like panic and be like, what? Because my computer, the screen will just turn black for a second because I'm looking at a monitor. My laptop is over here because my laptop is very unreliable ever since last January. It got flooded. The screen got wet. Apple, typical Apple, refuses to do anything about it. They're like, you can buy a new computer or buy every single component and put it in this husk of a thing. And I'm like, but you literally 2 seconds ago told me everything with my computer was fine except the screen components. You just said the screen was messed up. They're like, yeah, well, we can't replace just one thing, you know, because we wouldn't want something accidentally to be wrong with something else, which makes no bloody sense. But of course, it's not supposed to make sense. It's just Apple, being like, give us money because we're greedy and bastards, like every company. But there's nobody else who can do that computer either, so like, and sure, you could go to like a third-party computer shop. I don't know any though. They also might charge an arm and a leg. There's none. There isn't really. I mean, maybe there is. If y'all know any like third-party computer fixers for Apple in the Miami area, let me know. Cause that would be great. Tech support's home. I hear it. He's home from work. Okay. I think I've overdone the pants now. I need to do. Hello. Oh, you got food. Thank you.
Just a little left on you, but
thank you. Bye. So.
sure.
Mm-hmm. I got food. Yay. Huzzah. 3 cheers for tech support. Christian, he's a godsend. You make these harem pants. Do they make sense? I'm sure they do. Do I care to make sense of them at the moment? Not particularly. I again just need I just need the implications of it. I learned a secret recently from a friend, an art friend of mine. Everything can be squiggles, but if the eyes and the face look okay, everything will look great. I'm like, really? So, ever worried, like, oh no, I messed it up, it looks so weird, ooh. Just make sure your eyes are, like, good. Yeah, and make sense, because that's where people look. Because people are human for the most part. I didn't know that about the eyes because I don't really do eye contact. So, I need to get a better pin for this brush. It keeps falling off the wall. Good enough. That way I can layer designs and not worry too much about overcrowding it. You will get eraser bits everywhere if you do this though. Which is kind of why the brush is important. Because if you do your hand, you can smudge the piece. Honestly, everything is mostly shapes, especially triangles. Yeah, no, that's, when I'm doing clothes, triangles. Everything is triangles. Just like, has been a godsend. Like, oh, it looks decent. Because it's triangles. Shucky thing about these pants is they have like a ocean design, and I'm like, they have an ocean design. That's fun. Now I gotta carefully doodle that on. I think it's like a waves with foam design on the pants, so that'll be fun. Focus on what I'm drawing. But also make it look fine. So use like this little eraser thing. It's like a pen, but it's an eraser instead of a pencil. That's also great for erasing small details. Honestly, I might do the design and then paint the fabric folds over it, which I've seen some people do. Which might work. Okay. But also somewhat try and respect the fabric folds. Like, sometimes in animation I notice they'll just like draw the line art for the clothing and just have a solid pattern that does not fold or adhere to the folds. And I get it for animation, but also like, and that is definitely a style. But I'm usually very detail oriented in planning. I didn't really plan much today, so it's on me. Waves. I don't like this one. Triangles. Should probably looked up some more like reference for harem pants, but did I? No. Just got webbed feet, so gotta draw that as well. Giving him little claws too, because fish that eats other fish. And I think it's cool, so. Oh. Again, I might just be like implying things. Doesn't need to be super thought out. It's like not the, doesn't have to be super tight. Is what I'm getting from this. The most important bit though is the net thing. He has this little net skirt, like little fishnet. That needs to be done proper. Kind of have a reference for that. Just drawing the net and then the little knots that connect it. Drawing macrame, yay! This one should be lower. Oh, I need to probably get one of those like hand guards because my hands are. Let me. Don't mind Christian in the background. He's working. He's working. Because we do share a studio, so he will do his music and such over on that side of the room. I do art on this side of the room. So yeah. Ah, there goes my computer again. All right. One more. One more. I made this maybe too big. I don't like it. I'll make it smaller. Yeah, I think it might just be a sketching stream today. We will see. Depends how I feel in a couple hours. Right now I'm just drawing some V's to like connect the ropes. You also have to account somewhat for gravity. Draw little circles at the bottom of the V's to be the knots. The little tassels. Circles and more little tassels. Honestly, I should have probably used a pencil with a harder lead than I did, because that would prevent it smudging as much as it is. But here we are. Almost there. Yeah. I'll probably put in more of the details while I am painting. Have to lighten this up. Okay, I'll make the tassels longer because I want them to be longer. He's got also like he's gonna have like sea glass too. Right now his pencil's too dark, so again, this thing is a godsend for that. Just really focusing on getting those lines correct-ish. They are not. Yeah. reference. Because this, I think, got a bit lost. Maybe it's too dark now. I don't know. Gesundheit. Right, now I need to do all the details. He also has little flowers in his hair. Blue days, I think. Which is the character's namesake. Days, flower. Not hydrangeas. This erasers all over my screen. He's got little itty bitty flowers in his hair. Because barbarians can have flowers in their hair too, you know. And he has the flowers. A bit of ocean behind him. Should have looked up references for what a seashore looked like, but did I? No. No, I didn't. I thought, oh, we can just wing it. I mean, it's the background isn't what's super important. It's more the character more than anything. So yeah, and sometimes you can also lightly use your, sometimes not apparently, but I could use my eraser to lighten up the netting, but apparently not. That is the problem too. Ideally, don't do what I do. You should draw everything first, and then you should lighten things. Not before. Yeah, I definitely, in the future, probably need to switch to a harder lead, like H something. Don't know what lead type this is, but it's the wrong kind. Alright, and then he had necklaces of glass, like sea glass, which is smooth. Little shells too. Little bits of shell and glass. problem too with the soft roulette is everything blurs together, which I don't want. Okay. Oh, and then did he have? Oh yeah, it liked tattoos, I think. Tattoos, tattoos. Let me look at my reference. That feels like it's on his skin, not in his skin. Tattoos are in the skin. Also had like some bracelets. I don't like how those went, so I'm doing it again. Okay. Okay, I think we're. I need to do the bracelets again. I wish there was an undo button like in. I'm so used to digital art now, it's been forever. Since I've done traditional. Traditional is a lot faster for me still. But it would be nice to be able to do the undo button. But no. I'll do the bracelets last, forget it. Okay. Okay. Frick, that's what I was forgetting. I was forgetting the cup of water. I will be right back. 1 second. Okay, we're back. Thanks. It was like a 2-second thing. I just needed to grab some water to do some painting. Get my little card so I know what's what. And then reference. Ooh. Thing too is this paint stains somewhat awful. Which is fine sometimes. Sometimes you want that, but if you're doing a very light coat, you don't want that. Just do the washes. Like here it's too dark now. That's why when I'm painting, I like to start put in the tones where it's dark and shadowy first, so that it stains it in the shadows. You don't have too much problems. I think for today we're just maybe gonna do the washes, not the whole thing yet. Yeah, just see where things go. I don't need it that dark brick. thing is with this paint, like the tiniest bit goes a long way. To my refuge. And it's just working light to dark, as watercolors always are. Just like shading the planes of the face, really. Just all this is. lot of it is, I'm sorry I'm so quiet, chat. A lot of it's like really just being focused on thinking where all the shadows go and where the planes of the face and the body are, which is what I'm like kind of quiet, because I'm like, it's like almost a bit like you're doing mental math of, okay, where in the body is this thing, and how does the light affect that area? Which is why I'm not so good at talking and painting at the same time. At least not when I have. It's great when you have, like, when you plan things out, when you have a lot of reference, when I've sketched everything according to reference. It's easy, it's just filling in the lines, it's like a coloring book. But when it's winging it like this, you really have to put a lot more thought, because you're not doing any of the prep work, you're doing all of the sort of calculations there and then. It can be a lot harder. So I really did this to myself. I made my life a lot harder by not doing my homework, which is why, kids, you should always do your homework. Homework is important, or else you'll be doing it the day before class or the day of class. What was the old saying? Do today. No worries, fam. Sup? Doing some embroidery while you're painting? Excellent, excellent. I have some embroidery projects I still need to finish myself. So, but have I been doing them? Not really. I've kind of been procrastinating. So, it's more like, oh, if the internet's down and I have nothing that I can do, or I'm not, I've been wanting to read a lot too this year. That's one of my New Year's resolutions or whatever. I don't really do resolutions, but like, what the hell? It's like one of the goals of the year. Read more, embroider more, do more art, just do more. Last year was more about getting back on one's feet. This year is about doing stuff. So, hopefully I adhere to it. So I had one friend who's like, we should do a book podcast. And I'm like, that would be a great way to hold me accountable. Never done a podcast before. I don't know if I'd be all that good at it, but you know, sometimes you just gotta screw it, just do it. I don't read nearly enough to be able to do that at the moment, so I'd have to read more to be able to do like a book review podcast. So, but could be interesting. What color was this guy's hair? I think it was green. It was green. Where the frick is the art? Yeah, it was like a turquoise. Ugh. Again, with this palette, the slightest bit goes miles. I just do a little bit of paint, and then it's too much. Almost. That is too blue. I need green and more yellow, maybe? But I also needed more flat. That's too blue. That's too yellow and green. Ah. That's too dark. Yeah, that's an acceptable shade for a wash. A wash. Gotta be careful of the little plants in his hair. I don't want them to turn out green. His hair is green, the flowers are not. And I already made one of the flowers accidentally green. Hopefully this set it's a very vibrant set with those watercolors, so hopefully I can just paint over it like it's a gouache because it's so vibrant and strong. Maybe I can just fuck it and go over it. would be lovely. It's like really messy hair too. It's like in a very loose braid. Lighten that because that's too dark. It's too dark, too dark, too dark. Color was his outfit? Don't remember. Okay, it was like this color. Also too, I'm using a lot of water just because if you like do a wash with water, it'll kind of lock the graphite down a bit, which is what I want because I don't want it smudging anymore. If I paint over it, it can't smudge. Yay! As much. Should be able to smudge actually, now I'm thinking about it. It's kind of like putting a fixative down. It just really, once the pigment dries over it, it kind of locks it in place. I need to make sure this stays very, very light. Should feel. I ran out of that color of paint already. To mix more and it won't be exact. Bit more gray. Too much gray. More blue. Yeah. Yep. Okay, he's very blue. I realize that now. Get some sand in at the moment. Just to offset all the blue. Sand's a bit too yellow to be good sand, but you know what? It's more just fill in the space. It's a bit too yellow, but I'll probably go back in with some browns and fix it. audiobooks if they allow. Yeah, maybe. Audiobooks cost money though. And I like the library because the books are free, as they ought to be. There is like things like LibriVox recording, which is great if the books are like, you know, The Art of War or Pride and Prejudice, things that are long since out of copyright. So I might do that. I do have just some books that are sitting next to where I usually sit in the evening, so that I can read them. They wanted to go through like all the popular things, so I think we might just, you know, share one copy from the library if I ever do that. This is too yellow. No! Of course it stains, because why doesn't it? It's got some good staying power, this watercolor, but sometimes you don't want it to have good staying power. Go away, let me lighten it up a bit. It lightens where you don't want it to lighten. Putting a little bit of yellow in the foam because the water is transparent. It is hard to see. I realize on the stream. I know. I did light though. I don't know why it's probably because it's so freaking light. This would be better. Digital would show very well. I think we'll have this color. That's just too dark. Frick, I did the flicky thing. That's not good. I think I might make it more green, to be honest, the triton. But I already started with the blue, so I'll just lay down a little layer of blue just to get the shape going. Excess water. The ocean. He's very blue. Sometimes too, you can just take your paper towel and use that to spread the paint around. It's big and messy though, so be careful about that. But if you just want a big wash, that's what I would do sometimes. Just employing the sky. And I probably need to add more green into the water. definitely gonna have to make the triton a bit more green, just to make it pop, I think, from the sky and the sea and everything. So far it's not terrible though, which is good, I don't like this part, but I think I can't lift it up anymore. Which is fine. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, let's see. And use it on oh, Libby. Yeah, my friend has been looking at Libby. And you could use, yeah, I have Libby. I haven't looked too much into what that all can do. So, yeah. I do have to look into Libby a bit more, yeah. Yeah. I think for now we're gonna call it here, just so I don't overwork it. I got the underpainting done. So the page is buckling a bit, which I don't want. I want it to be flat, so I gotta close the sketchbook and keep it all flat and nice. Yeah, so yeah, I guess that will be the end of the stream, I think. Thank you everyone who came and watched. Thank you, Jello Sketch. It's been nice chatting with you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it quits here. Everyone have a wonderful week. I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.